Please don't neglect this because it's a very powerful way to grow your arms. What's up everyone and welcome to another video. Today I will be unlocking the secret to massive arm growth. So if you want to grow your biceps and your triceps, stick around because this video is for you. The funny thing is, if you want to grow big arms, you don't actually need a gym. When I was a teenager, I wanted to have bigger arms and a bigger chest like most of us. Anyway, today we're going to be focusing on the arms and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to get myself from having skinny arms to having around 15 inches arms at the age of 16 without ever stepping foot into the gym. Number one is mindset. I was freaking obsessed. I wanted to have bigger arms, I wanted to have bigger chest, and I know that's a little bit funny, but I think we all been there at some point. So when it comes to growing my biceps, here's what I did. Very simple, guys. I did one exercise and it helped me tremendously. Chin-ups. If you don't know, chin-ups is basically a pull-up with a supinated grip, palm facing towards you. And there's a way to do it in order to engage your arms. So if you want to engage your arms compared to engaging your back, you don't stretch, and you don't squeeze at the top, but you kind of imagine you're doing a bicep curl, while doing the chin-up, because that way you take the stress off your back and you put it on your biceps. If you do that, your biceps will respond and it will grow 100%. But in order to make it grow and to respond to this type of training, you need to do a freaking truckload of volume. This is what you have to understand. You need to do a truckload of volume. If you don't do enough volume, you don't give the muscle enough stimulus to grow, it will not grow. So I was crazy and I was obsessed, because this is one thing which you have to remember. Number one, you have to be obsessed. You have to really want it. And because of that, I was doing chin-ups multiple times a day. I was going to high school, and on most breaks, there was a place where there was some bars, and I would go on my breaks and I would do some chin-ups. I know that sounds crazy, but this is what I did. And every single one of my teammates and my classmates, they all started to visibly notice my arms growing. And they was like, what are you doing? Because you're not going to the gym. Like, we know, we train with you, we study with you. Some of those guys were living with me. Like, what do you do? It's like, chin-ups, baby, chin-ups, chin-ups, chin-ups. I was doing it on my breaks. I was doing it in the morning. I was doing it after lunch. I was doing it like so many times per day, so the simplest thing to do is just have a bar, install it on your door frame, and just do chin-ups multiple times per day. But there's another trick to it. You don't just do a couple of chin-ups and then you just leave it and you get on with your day. You have to do it until you can't do anymore, so you have to reach proper failure. When you reach that, you overload the muscles, not only with blood, but also with stimulus from your brain. You're gonna constantly send stimulus to the muscle and ask the muscle practically to grow. That's how you do it. And when you constantly challenge the muscle, you send the stimulus from the brain to the muscle, your muscle connection is improving and your arms will grow 100%. Okay? So this is what I've done for my biceps. And I started to see results in a couple of weeks, but then in like 6 months time, I saw an amazing difference in my arm, in my bicep size. But of course, we all know, if you don't know, you have to remember this. If you want to grow big arms, you have to focus on your triceps as well, because triceps has 3 heads, biceps has 2 heads. If you really want to make a difference in your arm growth, you have to focus on your triceps, sometimes even more than your biceps, because ultimately having a bigger triceps will create that illusion and will give you more size to your arm. It's just how the way it is. And how I was working on my triceps? Simple. I was obviously doing a lot of push-ups as well, because I told you that I was trying to grow my chest as well, but that's a topic for another story. And I was doing different types of grips for my push-ups, and I was doing dips. Okay, so push-ups, close grip, close stance. I was just banging sometimes as well, like 50, 60, lots of volume, lots of reps every single day, guys. Chin-ups, dips, push-ups, chin-ups, dips, push-ups. Sometimes I would like go up and down doing this countless sets. And if you have a bar at home, if you have a bar which is easily available to you, you can just do that, drop on the floor, you don't need anything, and you can do the push-ups. And then I can give some props to dips. How I used to do it, I didn't have a proper dip bar. If you have a dip bar, you are blessed, believe me. I used to put 2 chairs, like this, place my feet on the bed, and I was just doing dips like that. It's more like a bench dip, so not really like proper dips like on parallel bars, but dips. Jesus, the burn I would get would be absolutely crazy. Implement them in your training routine. It doesn't matter if you go to the gym, if you're not going to the gym, it doesn't matter. Your arms will grow if you do this, okay? I'd like to hear if you are going to do this, and I'd like to hear later after you do this for a while, if you got the results. I hope this video was useful, guys. Please don't neglect this because it's a very, very powerful way to grow your arms, okay? Let me know how's it going. Please like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.